Ashley Strohmeyer live for us in New York. Ashley, thank you. Let's bring in political commentator and walkaway spokesperson Natalie Beisner, along with the creator of SeattleRed.com talk radio, host Jason Rantz. Thank you both for coming on. Here's some more sound. It's Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, saying this.
Nobody's texting war plans. Well, I noticed this morning out came something that doesn't look like war plans. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the title to attack plans because they know it's not war plans.
What do you think about the minutia here? Jason, do you care about war plans, attack plans, or what's your thought?
Well, I find it odd that they're accusing Caroline Leavitt of playing semantic games when they're the ones who changed the semantics. This wasn't from the White House. This wasn't from Pete Hegseth. He just simply noticed it. They're obviously changing at least a little bit of the claim or the characterization of what it is they saw. At the end of the day, two things can be true at the same time. This was an embarrassing leak that should not have happened, and they have to make sure it never happens again. What's also true is that the Democrats, because they've claimed the sky is falling every day for the last several years, no one is going to really take them seriously here. And I sincerely doubt that the American people look at this and see it anything more than an embarrassing moment that didn't cause any grief outside of maybe just a few days of some negative press.
Yeah, it's fair. Meantime, your representative, Jimmy Gomez, asking about whether Secretary Hegseth might have been drinking. Watch.
Director Ratcliffe, same question. Yes or no?
No, I'm going to answer that. I think that's an offensive line of questioning. The answer is no. I find it interesting that you want to. No, I'm going to answer. You asked me a question. You want an answer?
No, listen.
You don't want to focus on the good work that the CIA is doing, that the intelligence community.
Director, I reclaim my.
Your representative didn't want an answer there. The question is, if Republicans had done this to Lloyd Austin several months ago, there might have been a different response publicly.
Yeah, we know Republicans wouldn't have done this to Lloyd Austin. And this hearing wasn't even supposed to be about the signal leak. It was scheduled months before the signal leak. But of course, Democrats mostly made it about that. I think that Jimmy Gomez saw an opportunity and ran with it. I think, unfortunately, in our social media era, public servants, people are supposed to be public servants, they want to get the viral clip and they want to post it on X and seem like they are taking down the other side. I tend to agree with the CIA director that we want to know about safety threats, which is what this hearing was supposed to be about. And I'm not sure how helpful it is to speculate on someone's possible drinking habits. I'm sure we could do that all day in D.C., but is it a good use of taxpayer dollars and time? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a good question. Meantime, Jasmine Crockett refusing to apologize about calling the Texas governor, Greg Abbott, who's in a wheelchair, Governor Hot Wheels. Watch.
I put out a statement regarding that. You didn't apologize. I put out a statement. Why would I apologize when I put out a statement? My statement was clear.
But you didn't apologize for calling him Governor Hot Wheels when he gets around in a wheelchair. You don't feel bad about making fun of someone?
I'm done with it.
I think she does this, Jason, because she thinks it's making her famous. What do you think?
I mean, it is making her famous, isn't it? I mean, no one really knew who she was not too long ago, and now she's on television constantly. I'm actually going to give her a little bit of credit here. I don't think she should apologize because she doesn't want to apologize. She's not sorry for what she did. She's really leaning in to this villain character, and as long as she's going to own it instead of pretending that, oh, she's sorry, she's not sorry. She's just she's a rotten person. She is a mean-spirited, rotten person, and the world should know that. And if she were to apologize, well, guess what? Left-wing media is going to give her a pass, and they're going to pretend that she's sincere. And I'd rather the world know that she's not sincere. She's just a rotten human being.
I mean, she really is. She's looking at the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez roadmap, and she's following it thinking, this is the way to success. Be as bombastic as you want, and you are going to go right to the top of the Democratic Party. Political commentator Tiffany Cross on her love for America, Natalie, she said the following.
I find it really troubling because they ran on this whole idea of this pseudo-patriotism, this regressive masculine patriotism, yet everything they're doing runs against making America great. Well, it was never great, so I'm not going to say the again part, but making America great. You're trying to defend the indefensible.
I mean, it's like the party of hate. I don't get it, but I guess they think it's a valuable strategy.
Trace, I don't know about you, but I'm so tired of this sentiment. And I wish that people who think like Tiffany Cross would just make like Rosie O'Donnell and leave. If you think that you can be greater somewhere else, wherever your ancestors came from, I don't care where, then yeah, fine, please do go there. But meanwhile, she's allegedly worth $1 million, which seems pretty great to me. And then at one point in the segment, she turns to the man next to her and says, it might have been great for you, but it was never great for me, as if she herself was a slave or a victim of Jim Crow. It's just very tired. Of course, we have a stained history like any other country, but we also have a great past and a great present. And the thing of it is that for people like Tiffany Cross, nothing will ever be good enough, no matter how much progress we make, because they will always point to our origin story and the fact that they don't like it. And I know she says she's not a Democrat, but she's clearly a progressive, and this is part of why they lost. People want to feel patriotism and optimism, and the Democrats don't offer it.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Natalie, Jason, thank you both.